It's been 20 years since the Glazer family took over Manchester United. Exactly 20 years ago, these parasites have entered our football club and have taken it to, let's say, underneath the ground. They've taken it below the surface of the earth. It's an absolute calamity of what they've done to us. It's unforgivable and disgraceful for what the Glazer family done to Manchester United. But I'm here with my guy Rasta. We're gonna hear to
What's up? I'm here.
We're gonna talk. Much love to everyone who tuned in that day to the United stream on Monday. It was record-breaking views in terms of streams on my channel. So big up to you guys for the support as always, and keep subscribing, keep liking the videos. We're gonna do this as often as possible because you know what it is. Our football club needs to be called out for some of the crap they've been doing to us over the last few years. You know what I'm trying to say? I hope the Glazers are not ringing up your phone because they're not ready for the stream, are they? They're not ready. They're not ready.
They're not. No, it's notification. I'm gonna put my phone on silent. Sorry about that.
No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I hope you're well, man. Hope you're well.
Yo, bro. When I was doing my stream earlier, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I just noticed I said let me just stream from my mobile device and just read the comments on the laptop, bro. My laptop just buffering. It's working on my phone, but it's just buffering. I'm are these men trying to like sabotage me?
The Glazers is trying to take over your Wi-Fi.
Probably. Yo, and listen, my Wi-Fi, as soon as I end my live, as soon as I edit, I was asking my smart device something. It didn't answer. It went beam. I'm like, yo, my Wi-Fi went down and it came right back up. I'm just like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. But listen, let's get started. I hope you're well, my guy. And like, you know, it was a great stream. It was a great stream that day, and we're gonna continue it. Like I said, we're gonna continue doing as much as often, bro.
For sure.
And,
for sure.
And, we'll constantly talk about the games. We'll talk about, you know, the situation of the club.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you know, the Glazers have taken over United 20 years ago. How are you seeing that as, like, you know, obviously as a United fan yourself? Just give me your thoughts and obviously how you're feeling ahead of obviously all this, because I know you're feeling, but just kind of give an expression of what you're trying to.
Bro, I feel hollow and empty inside. I feel hollow and empty inside at the club I grew up watching. I later on in life found out when they bought the club in 2005 how they just took a loan against the club to purchase it. And it's just been accruing interest years after years after years after years after years after years after years. But what? We were winning trophies and titles under Fergie, you know, so that covered the cracks behind the scenes of the dirty and shambolic and dishonorable stuff that the Glazers was doing. You feel me? And I'm just like,
yep.
Thank you, Sir Alex Ferguson, for the titles, but bruv, you are a part of the problem too. And I hate to say this about our club's most decorated manager.
Uncomfortable truth.
It's an uncomfortable truth. He was a part of it because he knew what was going on. But yes, they built him a stand. They did this, bruv. You know we wanted to continue to dominate because we knocked Liverpool off their perch. You should have set up the squad to at least be the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and you didn't because they didn't want to give you any more money. But despite what happened, you should have put the club first over anything. So I have to say, when the problem, the beef Roy Keane have with you is justifiable. The beef that Roy Keane has with you is justifiable. And Roy Keane was one of my favorite players, by the way. Bro, it's like I said, I feel hollow and empty inside seeing what my club's turned to. Bro, we're 16th in the Premier fucking League. You could
Yeah,
have got rid of the Glazers. I wanted
16.
Qatar to buy it. And this Jim Ratcliffe guy, yeah, you
Mm.
fraud.
It's a disgrace, bro. It's a disgrace. And let's be honest with you, right? Like some of these United fans that are actually backing all this, right? That are actually not backing the Glazers, but some of the United fans that are actually backing Ineos, right? Don't realize that
You're one
they're,
and the same.
they're here because of the Glazers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're
Mm-hmm.
here because the Glazers brought them in. They agreed. They made the Glazers stay. If anyone likes Ineos, yeah, shame on you because I don't like Ineos. I don't like Ineos. I'll be brutally honest with you. I don't. All right. Our club acts so broke, right? We act so broke. We can hardly spend any money according to Ineos
Yeah.
and some of the staff. Some of the board members. Yeah, we can't. Richard Arnold once said we're fucking burning through cash. This club acts
And did
so
nothing
broke.
about it to stop it.
This club acts so broke. The money that the money that the club makes every single year, yeah, bro. Let's give an estimate. How much money do you think United make every single year after fans? Sorry about the noise, people,
Mm-hmm.
but the fans, the ticket revenue, the merchandise, the TV revenue, sponsors, you know, who else?
Ticket
The
sales.
I mentioned that ticket sales, but there's a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add it all up. United have about
Oh,
17
oh, and whatever money they get from the Premier League
the
within the
Premier League,
league finish.
Premier League money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, imagine, right? You imagine you get all that money, right? And you still have to save money.
Yeah. So my thing is,
Bro,
what have they been doing with the money? Oh, I could tell you, the friggin' Glazer family has been taking dividends out of the club for years. For
of course.
years. But like I said earlier,
Time.
we were papering over the cracks because we were winning titles, but we weren't looking deep, right? And these frauds are still here. And bro, I've said this, right? Season ticket holders, every season ticket holder should cancel their season tickets. Stop buying merchandise. Unsubscribe to the United. I have the United app on my phone, but I'm not subscribed to it. Do you
Mm.
know how much that will hurt them? Just support the club from a distance. Just watch the club from home. Do you know how much that will hurt them? Well, no, man. I gotta watch my football. I
You
love
know,
my
how
football.
much it would hurt if the fans went outside Old Trafford but didn't enter the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even enter the what's it called, megastore.
Mm-hmm.
These things play a huge part. We boycott 3 games. If United fans would boycott 3 games, that would mean that would genuinely mean that this club, right, is okay. We can talk about the stocks falling.
Mm-hmm.
The stocks will drop. The ticket, the
It's
money that
funny you
the
mentioned that, right?
go down.
Continue. I'm gonna open another link on my end, and
Yep.
I'm gonna look at the stock price. But continue.
I'll bring this up actually that you have right now on the screen first. Anyways, I'll bring this one up. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
We might as well bring this up. Should I bring it up now?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I just open another link.
Okay. Cool. Shout out to United and Focus. Yeah. Shout out to them every single time. Um, they've come up with an article. They posted on their website about this. All right.
Mhm.
Let's look into detail. Sorry. Let's look into
Okay.
detail.
So hold on. Yeah, bro. So this bald fraud right here, that's clapping his hands and
This is the
and
man
and
behind
and, and,
it all.
and making a mockery of my club, right? This ball fraud. I know he's a Glazer, but I don't remember his name. This ball little fraud,
Avram,
right?
Avram Glazer.
Avram Glazer, right? Avram Glazer, right? The true reality has just been exposed about Glazers giving up Manchester United's dividends. See that, people? You see that? So why in the hell are we still having season tickets for this club? Why in the hell are we subscribed to United app? Why in the hell are we still buying merch? Because they get a good kickback from whatever we as fans buys. Huh? Hmm? Hmm? Why? Why are we doing it? Why are we doing it, people?
Pounds in debt. 700 million pounds in debt. Ruben Amorim supported the protest, suggesting it's a good thing for the fans to do. Ultimately, supporters have spent well over a decade trying to get the message across. Have they been getting the message across, or have they just fucking
Bro, what it was the protester group? What's it called, the 118th or the 117th?
one? Sorry, what?
I forget the protester group the other day that organized a protest. I forgot the name of the group. The 117th or the 118th?
The 1878, I think. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, the
but everybody should know that
1958.
that group we're talking
19,
about, right?
1958. Sorry,
Yeah, the
1958.
1958, right? Bro, what
1958.
did that really do? Nothing.
Bro,
Fans still went in the stadium, bro. They still went in the stadium.
you know what? Do you know there was one time, right? I called them out, right, on Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I literally said, what's the point of entering the stadium when you've already putting money in their pockets? I literally said that, and I got blocked by the 1958 on Twitter.
I believe it. I believe it.
I literally have the proof right here. I literally have the message right here. I'll show it to you. I can't even bring it up. I don't care. I don't care. I'll bring it up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me find this for you. All right, here you go. All right, here you go. If you're gonna enter the stadium, do it from minute zero because you're still putting money in their pockets by attending the game. How the fuck is that gonna help? And look what happened. And look what happens. Yeah, this is the message right here that I put across to 1958. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And guess what? And look, at this. Yeah, blocked you. Sums up the protesting group. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Literally, these are the people that we're supposed to trust. You know, the 1958. Fuck them.
Mm.
Genuinely, don't need to listen to a group of protesters. Do it by yourselves. These people
Yeah,
ain't gonna help you. These people ain't gonna help you,
it's a sickness,
bro.
bro.
Do you remember last year we were being shamed for saying Ten Hag out last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you remember last year we were being shamed by Ten Hag out by saying Ten Hag out?
Mm-hmm.
I said sack him, and then the United Supporters Trust, right, wrote a message to Inos saying that please keep Ten Hag because who do we go and get because this and that, and then look what's fucking happened this season. Imagine begging a group of owners, right,
Yeah.
to stay. Oh, but and you know what the fan said? But it's gonna cost a lot to sack him. Fucking sack him then. Nobody cares. Sack him. If it's the detriment of this club, sack him. Should have sacked since the FA Cup final, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? And guess what? We sacked LBG for much less because he won the FA Cup and dipped. Or
Mm-hmm.
not dipped. He got sacked
For
for
less than, bro, for less than that. For less,
much
yo,
less.
bro. Jose won us the Europa League.
And we finished eighth last year.
Yeah,
Now,
Jose won us the Europa League and finished second, and he still got sacked.
right? But here it says we're 700 million pounds in debt.
Yeah.
Qatar buys the club, clears the debt, rebuilds Old Trafford or builds a new stadium,
And,
whatever,
and,
right?
and, and, and,
Improves the
and
infrastructure.
listen, not to
Yeah.
cut you off, bro.
No, that's fine.
Due
All
to
good.
the lack of care from the Glazers, and Ineos are now taking the bullet for Americans by attempting to solve their mess. Sir James
Mm.
Ratcliffe has confirmed more tickets prices raised for next fucking season, and the British billionaire is becoming a
Do
very
you know what?
unpopular figure among the fan base.
You know what? Keep raising the ticket prices.
Yeah,
Keep raising it.
I think Arsenal's is the ticket
So
prices are
our
the most
fans can stop
expensive.
paying. So our fans can stop paying the fucking money and going to the games. Keep
Yeah,
raising it. Keep raising it.
and listen to what he says. But Sir Jim Ratcliffe assures that such actions is needed to undo the financial damage done to Old Trafford. But yet these bastards want to design a new stadium that looks like a fucking circus.
Bro,
Huh?
this article is about the protests that happened during the Arsenal game, right? After the Arsenal game. 2 days later they announced a £2 billion stadium. Like you
Mm-hmm.
just said. Like exactly like you just said. The circus tent. The £2 billion
Bro,
circus.
I'm gonna zoom in on this picture real quick. I'm gonna zoom in a little more.
Yeah, go on. It's all good.
Look at that. You see that smile? And you see that you see that smile? You see that smile?
Mm.
You see that smile? Why is he smiling? Why is he smiling? Why is he smiling?
Was this the wait, hold on. Can you zoom out? I might need to see the caption of the photo. I might need to see the caption of the photo. I might need to look at the caption of the photo. I don't know when this photo was taken. I just need to see. Scroll down. Was this at Old Trafford?
I think so. I think so. I don't
Bro,
remember, but bro,
that
bro,
big-
all I'm saying is, you see that smile. You see that smile. You
he
see that
knows
smile.
he knows everything is going his way. The Glazers have taken millions in dividends, says in the red line there. Says in the red line right there.
Yeah, the Glazers have failed to
They
invest.
have invested a single penny of their own money into United throughout their 10 years owners. Bro, they took out 2 billion. Man City's owners, the difference between City's owners and United's owners. That's why the Manchester is now blue instead of red, right? Hate to say
Exactly.
it, but it's now blue
Exactly.
instead of red because City's owners decided we're gonna put in our money, our time and our investment into this football club, and we're going to build it from the ground up. United, right, are just one billionaire or trillionaire away from being the best club in world football. Genuinely,
And
it's
listen. Look where
literally
they
a
look at the year
ownership
when they stopped taking dividends because of the huge losses.
because they were taking dividends out of the club. That's why we're suffering huge losses. But that's too late, bro. That's how many years too late? That's 18 years too fucking late. Or 17 years too late. 17 years too late. And let's look at this, right? In can you scroll up, please? Just a bit, just a bit. This is the tax and profit loss. This is the tax profit and loss, right? How much show let's go look at the profit and loss. How much profit have we made and how much and the losses, yeah? Let's look at it.
Mm-hmm. In 2013, we made like what, 41?
Mm.
Negative £4 million. 26, 15, 16, 49 million. 16, 17, 57 million. 17, 18,
That's the
26
most
million.
that's the most we've made.
Yeah. Listen, 16, 17, 26 million. 18, 19, 28 million. 19, 20, COVID, negative 22 million. 22, 21, negative 24 million. 2022, 20, 21, 22, negative 150 million. 23, 22 to 23, negative 132 million. Negative 32 million. 23, 24, negative 113 million.
Mm.
So, what are we saying here? What are we saying? What
No
are we
comment.
saying?
No comment.
Okay, so
That pretty
my,
much says everything you need to know. That picture right there just tells you everything you need to know.
and
Tells
this
you everything.
and this Mank born and bred. Mank born and bred. He's a Mank. He's Mank born and bred. No,
But with a season
he
ticket
was
at
a
Chelsea,
Chelsea fan, bruv.
he's a United fan, but with a season ticket holder, he's a season ticket holder at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I trust that he's a United fan, but he has a season ticket at Chelsea.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
anyways, let's keep scrolling through this. Anyways, right? But since the Glazer takeover in 2005, they have taken a total of 166 million pounds out of the club via dividends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
While it seems the Glazers may have stopped taking dividends following backlash from the fans, the true reality is even scarier, as Radcliffe bluntly puts it. Uniteds are out of cash. Yeah.
Lies,
Like,
lies, lies. Runs out of cash, my fucking ass. No way, bro. Look at how much money we make a year. How much money are United pocketing a year from fans, from ticket revenue, from sponsorships, from TV revenue,
mm-hmm.
merchandise? You name it, bro. You name it.
Mm-hmm. It's disgraceful, bro. It's disgraceful. But what can we say?
Qatar wouldn't be saying all this. Qatar would not be saying all this, or a rich successful billionaire that wants to fully take over United, right? Wouldn't be saying all this crap. They wouldn't be saying all this crap. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. They would be saying this.
Mm-hmm.
So Jim Ratcliffe injected personal cash into Manchester United. What's his? Let's go on. I need to see this. Personal cash. All right. Personal cash, bro. You are one of the richest fucking billionaires in the country.
Yeah. It's quickly becoming very clear that why the Glazers put the club up for sale when they did. Manchester United was crumbling, and the cash reserves were drying up at the alarming rate. Without investment, the club would have disappeared because the fucking Glazers took money out of the club, and they're still here. And this little fucking
And
piss
they're still
man.
they're still taking money out the club.
Mm. While Ratcliffe's first 12 months as owner has been controversial. What the fuck? You're kidding me, right?
All right.
The
He
British
says here
bill,
that something that he's put his own money on the line. Something that
yeah,
Glazers 20 years.
exactly,
Okay.
yeah,
So if Sir Jim Ratcliffe's put his own money into the club, why are we all of a sudden broke?
exactly. So listen to this.
Why are we still broke?
Exactly. Look what it says. What the British billionaire
Apparently,
can say is that he put his own money on the line, something the Glazers have never done before in over 20 years. Yes, whatever. But part of Ratcliffe's 25% takeover includes a pledge of 223 million personal investment use. Okay, okay. So how much of that money went to the Glazers? Hmm?
I don't know. Probably majority.
Say that
Don't know how
again.
much exactly went to the Glazers, but I'm sure they're taking a lot.
Of course.
But Ratcliffe invested 79 million in December.
Hmm.
Really? So why did you announce a £2 billion stadium then?
Exactly. And this is the thing. Where did that 79 million go in December? Where did it go? Oh yes, you said you're going to invest 50 million to upgrade Carrington Training Center. Okay. Okay. Why you don't see pictures of the investments going? Like we're not hearing nothing about Carrington. What if that money went straight to the Glazers? That's just my opinion.
Bro, do you know what they did? They used part of that money to upgrade the tunnel at Old Trafford this year. The tunnel at Old Trafford. Yeah, you know where the players walk out, right?
Yeah, yeah, I know the tunnel.
the tunnel that they invested their money on. Instead of
Mm.
fixing the toilets, instead of fixing the roofs, adding Wi-Fi, adding a screen, that could have been done to Old Trafford.
Mhm.
What was once the most iconic stadium in the country still is a very iconic stadium, right? Is now a rotten what do you call, is a rotten part of our history. It's I wouldn't say history. Sorry, it's not rotten.
Mhm.
It's rotten.
Stephanie
Shout,
Griffith, big up yourself, Stephanie Griffith.
shout,
Thank you. She
shout,
was in my live earlier. Big up yourself, Stephanie Griffith.
shout out Stephanie. Um, but yeah, it's just a joke. It's really just a joke, bro. Honestly, and then United's project of Allen refurbishment in Carrington. Well, I've not seen updates on Carrington at all, which is set to be complete in the summer, bro. Leicester City, when they got £80 million for Harry Maguire, invested it on their training ground straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Leicester City training ground when it finished?
Mm-hmm.
They used that 80 million on upgrading the training ground. Right? Let's go down a bit more. Scroll down a bit more. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. This is old. This is an old one. Anyways, shout out to United Focus, United in
Mm-hmm.
Focus every single time. Yeah. But at the same time, bro, genuinely, like, it's gonna continue until somebody takes over the club. Until somebody buys this club, full sale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Invests in the stadium. Not the shit that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Not the shit that we saw 2 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Invests in the training ground properly, right? Okay, fine. They're doing the training ground. Okay. Invest on the pitch. The pitch is so, bro. The pitch is so important. The number one thing we need to do is improve on the pitch first. Results need to come first. Why we are not a club that's supposed to be talking about off the pitch. We're a club that's supposed to be doing work on the pitch. We're a football club, not a fucking business. It's a business to these owners, but to us, it's a football club.
Bro, you know what's disrespectful to me, bro? The fact that Liam Delap is also a top target for Manchester, a fucking relegating club like Ipswich Town, bro. Listen, is also a top target in the striker position. Oh my fucking god! An average footballer, a fucking average footballer.
Shout out Stephanie. United are busy reconstructing the barn door at Carrington so our forwards can hit it. Sorry, I couldn't resist. No, it's true. It's true. It's true, Stephanie. It's true.
Bro, bro,
I kid you not. I
bro,
kid.
bro, 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 bro,
Go on, go
bro.
on, go on.
From I did my live earlier because Stephanie Griffiths was on my live earlier. Then I went and took a siesta and I woke back up and I went live again. I said I'm gonna go live before we go on the show, bro. Do you know how boiling my how I say boiling? I mean how angry I am. It's 20 years and these scumbags are still here.
Embarrassing. We've now stooped so low. We've now stooped to the level of where the fucking fans are now accepting. Would you call? Another fans are accepting of where we are. They're in acceptance of where we are in the table.
But you know what? You know what? I'm gonna click on this
The
Delap
fans,
thing.
the
I'm gonna
fans
click on this Delap
the,
thing.
the fans have aligned with the standards of the owners. Let's qualify for Champions League. That's the main aim, so we can attract better players, so we can have Champions League
Bro,
money.
bro, bro,
Wait, fucking investing that Champions League
bro,
money into
bro,
the
bro,
club
bro, bro.
years.
Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town. No offense to that club, bro. Ipswich fucking Town. A striker that got relegated with his club.
Let's be real. If they face us tomorrow, they beat us.
Yeah. Yeah, but we beat them recent. We beat them the other day. We beat them the other day.
3-2 at Old Trafford with 10
Yeah.
men, but even then,
Mhm.
like if you can't beat Ipswich, then fucking hell, just burn the club down.
Bro, I'm just
you know what the problem is now in England, bro? They're so obsessed with fucking like let's do processes and projects and
Oh, let's sign the next Mbappe. Let's sign the next. Who the
why
fuck?
didn't you go try and attempt to sign Mbappe when he was available? Why do you have to wait for the next Mbappe? By that time, the next Mbappe would never fucking come, bro. The next Mbappe is not gonna fucking exist. Let's just be honest with you. There's no next Mbappe. There's no next Mbappe. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. There is no next Mbappe. Unless you go sign his brother. Might as well, innit? Might as well sign his brother.
Ethan Mbappe, that's the name, right?
Yeah, might as well sign Ethan Mbappe, exactly. You might as well do it.
Bro, I never been this mad in my entire life, bro. Feel me?
I can hear you. I've not been, what do you call it? This is the worst period of being a United fan.
I'm bro, you know what I don't like? We do we over fucking pay for players. I don't think they're worth it. Feel me? Feel me? Like, bro, like, bro, just scrolling on this website right now and just looking, just reading what I'm saying. It really pisses. Reading some of this stuff is pissing me off, bro. Nothing. Huh? Why can't we have an owner like that? And then you have Jamie Curry. Oh, it's unprofessional. Nah, bruv. He's mad that they didn't win because he wanted Champions League.
The problem is Rasta. We don't have an owner that communicates with the fans. We don't have an owner that actually connects themselves with the fans. People talk about this 50+1 model, right? That Germany has in football, right? I don't think that's going to work for English football because English football don't have the standards that German football does. The standards in German football are much higher than English football.
Yeah,
they would much rather have it in Germany than in England. I would much rather it stays in Germany than it applies in England because in England the fans always align with the owners. Top four. Let's get Europa League. Let's get Champions League so we can get the Champions League money. They don't fucking spend the Champions League money. So what's the point? They don't spend that Champions League money. So why are we all of a sudden aiming for Champions League? You know, we should be aiming for the fucking title, bro. What is this, man? This is 13 years. This is going to be 13 years. Going to 13 years since we've not won the fucking league next year. Next year will be our 13th year not winning the league.
13.
The number of years that we do have Premier League titles. You know? It's a joke. And now we're aiming for players that don't even get into teams that are better than us. Why? Why is all
they wouldn't even get into Real Madrid or Barcelona?
Bro, we're now aiming for players, right? The young players that are inexperienced and unproven. United never used to do this. Yes, we used to have the youth academy. Like, yes, we had Beckham, Giggs, the Neville brothers. We used to have all these guys. Sure, I hear it. Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, Nicky Butt, and all these guys. I hear it. I hear we used to have all these guys. But nowadays in football, right? I can't even explain myself. The players in other clubs are better. We're now doing this a bit. We're not doing it in a period where our rivals are dominating.
Of course.
And we're now waiting, and we're now banking and waiting for young players to improve. whilst the young players we have at the club are nowhere near the level that they should be at. Garnacho's gotten worse. Hoyland's not a good player, right? How many players are we looking at right now? How many players are we looking at right now and saying, okay, these guys are gonna work out? The only guy I look at is Kobe Mainoo and maybe Toby Collier. That's it. These two players are just, I don't know, man. We have gone back to the 70s and the 80s where I remember all too well. Football was completely different but better. I agree. It should be better.
I agree with Stephanie. I agree.
not only like Glazers are overpaid and underperforming players. It's just a decent cup team. We're a cup team now.
Mm-hmm.
We're a cup team now, and you know what? I'll still take the trophies. Don't get me wrong. I'm still like, you know what? Get me the trophies. I'm all for it. But United should be competing for league titles. We should be competing. We should be, since we're one of the biggest clubs in Europe. What's the biggest competition in Europe? What's the biggest competition in Europe? The Champions League.
Champions League.
Exactly. Why are we not competing for the Champions League? Why do we have to always look, oh, but we need a decent European run? What's a decent European run? It's going to the final and fucking winning it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a decent European run.
Bro, how much Champions League Los Blancos have? How much Champions League Los Blancos have?
15, and you know what? I have them winning 16 next year.
Mm-hmm.
I have them winning it next year because you know why? Real Madrid don't go too long without winning a Champions League. They'll go missing for a few years and then they'll win their Champions League again. That's been proven since 2014 when they won their first Champions League. 2 years later, 3 in a row. Then Ronaldo left. Then they had some issues, right? Then they went like a 3-year hiatus or a 4-year hiatus, and then they won the Champions League. Didn't win it the following year. Then the year after they won it. This year they ain't winning it. But then you know what? The next year or two, they'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be back. Real Madrid will educate any football club in the world what it means to be a global club and a proper football club. A proper marketing club and a proper football club. That is Real Madrid right there. They will do both things. If football fans are so obsessed with market and you know how big clubs are, look at Real Madrid. Look at Real Madrid. They are the face of football. Them, Barcelona. I wouldn't say Bayern. Bayern are up there, but not on the level of Real Madrid, Barcelona. You could say AC Milan. AC Milan are global. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, bro, we've gone backwards as a club, not just on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. It's lack of investment, lack of ambition, and lack of just and how should I say this? You can help me with this one. Lack of investment, lack of standards.
Bro. Put it this way: it's been a fugazi. The whole thing has been a fugazi. And if nobody know what fugazi is, a scam. A scam. That's what it's been. A friggin' scam. That's why it's been a scam. So I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing, bro, about oh, you know, let's give the ownership to. I don't want to hear nothing, bro, because what they have done prove nothing to me.
Thank you. This is facts right here. Blaming players is like blaming tools when the chef keeps burning the food.
Mm-hmm. So ownership,
bro. Imagine, right, saying, I can't use a screwdriver. I can't use a screwdriver, right, to screw in the knot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need the screwdriver. If you can't work with a screwdriver or whatever it is, then I don't know. You help me with this example, man. I'm lost right now. I'm just so like fucking.
Bro.
If a screwdriver is broken, you get a new one.
Yeah, of course.
If a player's not playing well, you get a new one in.
Mm-hmm.
If a manager can't, if a handyman can't use a screwdriver, get a new fucking handyman in.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. If a chef can't cook, if a chef can't make it, what do you call? If a professional chef can't make a proper food properly, then if a chef can't make food, then you fire him. If he's burnt food constantly, why is he still here? He shouldn't be working for you.
Exactly.
United fans are so lenient with these players. They keep making the same mistakes under different managers, and the managers also not getting the best out of these players either. It's a collective. It's a fucking collective, bro. United fans will look at the United fans are more on Hopium than they are on actually saying the reality, saying the things reality. They're actually looking at Hopium than reality because, bro, all they're looking at, right, is fucking. All they're looking at is fucking. What do you call?
Mm.
Oh, Garnacho's gonna become good. Oh, Hoyland's gonna become a good player. Why don't you get good players now instead of waiting?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine bringing a chef who's gonna learn on the job at a 5-star restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
A chef that is not experienced wouldn't be hired. You need to hire experienced chefs, chefs that have cooked proper foods. You know, a player needs to be experienced, not experienced, but good enough, talent wise, and has been there and won big things in football for you to be bringing them in.
Mm-hmm. Look. Let's see what Stephanie says.
Yep, I'll bring it up in a bit, but I just need to make a point across,
Mm-hmm.
right? Let's go get, for example, a player like Julian Alvarez. He's won everything in football. Champions League, World Cup, the treble, and God knows what he'll do next. But honestly, it's more than that. He won pretty much everything he needs to win in football. A league title, a domestic cup. He's even won the domestic cup in he's even won the domestic cup in his fucking country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's
Mm-hmm.
won everything he needs to win in football, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he needs to win in football. He's done it. So go get a player like that who's been there and done it. Someone who's experienced. You can get a young player in, but they should be experienced. Look at Phil Foden. Phil Foden's another player. I'm not saying United should bring Phil Foden in, but he's another example of someone who's been there and done it. We have players, right? The only player who's been there and done it pretty much at least most of his career is Casemiro.
Mm-hmm.
And fans are shoehorning him out of the club because he's old and he's being overpaid.
Mm-hmm.
These people love to pocket watch, man. Oh, but we need to sell Casemiro because he's on this amount of wage. Not every player that's earning big money is bad. That's what the fans think because now players that are on big wages. For example, they look at Paul Pogba, for example. Oh, he's on 300K. He wants more. He has bad attitude.
Mm.
Or maybe United just have a reputation of overpaying for players. That's it. United are gullible. United are gullible. They'll do it. But you know what? I don't care. It's not my money. It's not my money. Put the money into the club and start investing. It's all I care. It's not my money. I want the owners to put money into the club. They ain't doing it though. Football history comes in cycles. When Sir Matt Busby retired, he chose Wolf McGuinness as an ex-babe to succeed him when he failed. When Sir Alex Ferguson retired, he chose Moyes. Sound familiar? We should have got Jose Pep. Yeah, true. Why didn't we go for Pep or Mourinho when they were available?
Exactly.
Or Carlo
Exactly.
Ancelotti before he went to Real Madrid.
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say, bro? It just baffles me, right? On the fact that we're making the same mistakes time and time and time and time again, that we're not learning from the past. Why did we allow managers that have succeeded? Bro, Carlo Ancelotti is Real Madrid's most successful fucking manager.
Yeah, the most decorated manager, and he's leaving because he didn't win the Copa del Rey, he didn't win the Champions League, and he's not going to win the Liga,
He's
and he's
Real
leaving.
Madrid's most successful manager of all time. He didn't choose Xabi Alonso as his successor. He didn't say, "Oh, Zidane, come take over my place at Real Madrid." No, he didn't. Why are we allowing managers that have succeeded? Sorry, let me say it again. Why are we allowing managers that have succeeded at United to go and find someone to succeed for them? Why? Let the club do it. The club's brought in. You know what? As much as I shit on the board, yeah, and the owners or whatever, they brought in some big name managers. They have. They brought in Jose Mourinho. They brought in LVG, who was a big name manager. Forget what he's done at United. Look at his career. Look at what he's won in his career. He's a big name manager. Who else is a big name manager that I'm missing out on? Ten Hag was being hyped up as a proper manager at the time. We all wanted him at the time, so we brought him in.
It's like Man United is a graveyard for managers, bro.
Pretty much.
Oh my God, the pain.
Available, yeah. Klopp was available as well at the time, but he was at Dortmund at the time. But then he was available. LVG was our manager. To be fair, actually no. When Klopp was available, LVG was the manager. So, yeah, we have repeated mistakes of the past. Facts. Nah, you're a troll, Aaron. Big up to you though. I know. Ole was not a big name manager. He was a legend of the club. He wasn't a big name manager. Big name managers, I'm saying Jose, I'm saying LVG. These guys were big name managers that were appointed by United. These guys were big name managers that were brought in by United. That's the only thing I give praise to the board was at least they brought in some big name managers, or a couple of them at least.
Bro, listen,
That's
to the
it.
point.
But that's all about it. I ain't giving any praise to the board,
Bro,
because we could have gotten a Jose.
I'm to the point where if this is the level we at, this is the level we're at, and I feel like if we can't break through the ceiling and reach for higher heights, then we're just gonna go crumble.
But that's been the same. But that's been the story since 2005, bro. I can even go back to 2009. I can even go back to 2009, right? I'll even go back then. When Ronaldo left United, we had 80 million. What did the Glazers do? They decided to, do you know what? Go and save on or go and spend money on what do you call? You decided to go spend money on Antonio Valencia, who was a really good player, right? Gabriel Obertan and Michael Owen. Is that our transfer window that we're supposed to have when you're selling your best player? United were supposed to bring in Frank Ribery, keep Carlos Tevez, bring in Benzema. A serious owner gets Ronaldinho over the line in 2005.
Bro, so we know what we did? We did. Basically, you could put it pretty much. We sum it up that much. We did fuck all. Fuck all we did.
Bro, Amram should not be given time if he loses the final next week. I don't care.
Bro, I hear what you're saying, but we can't necessarily blame him. We can't blame bro. What's going on right now is not necessarily the manager's fault. The reason why I say it's not the manager's fault, right, bro? He said he wanted a preseason. He said it's now or never. The mistake was sack this manager, let Van Nistelrooy take over, get us where we could get her. Then you go get him in the summer. Like, bro, we can't put the blame on the manager. We cannot put the blame on him. And yes, we could criticize him for what's the performance on the pitch, right? But at the same time, he was promised to be backed. And they didn't back him. We sent out 2 attackers to only buy 1 left back. Not even get an attacker in on loan for 6 months. Not even. So at the end of the day, I can't necessarily blame the manager, because this is not all on the manager. He was brought into this shit show.
At the same time, bro, right? He's putting the players on the pitch. He's the one that's, he's the one managing these players. You have to get the best out of what you have, even if you're not given such and such. Some managers come in mid-season and end up winning big things. Bro, I'll give you another example. Go look at 2012 Chelsea. 2012 Chelsea. That team finished sixth in the Premier League. But guess what happened? Roberto Di Matteo, in a short period of time before he got sacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's at least, you know what? He won the cup double. He won the double. He won 50% of the treble, or at least 75% of the treble. He won the FA Cup and the Champions League when he came in. When he came in that time, he won the FA Cup and the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, right? Crazy. He won the FA Cup and the Champions League. Roberto Di Matteo didn't even have time. Didn't even implement his own system, whatever it is, right? But because football is so systematic nowadays, you need to have players on your own that fits your system. Why? Why do you need to have players that fit the system? Why can't you just play a system that suits the players that you have, so you can win games instead of fucking finishing 17th? Instead of saying, "Oh, but I want to ship these players out." Why? Why can't you just get the best out of what you have?
Bro, but you have to remember the first,
I understand
interview
they're not good. I agree, they're
remember
not
the
good.
interview he did with Ipswich now. Remember the interview he did with Ipswich Town? Remember that interview? What he said? He did say a storm was coming. He did say this was going to happen. He did say this. It's not like he didn't say it. He said it.
The one
Arteta would come to us, not
we
that I
can,
want him. At least
but
he is back
the
at
problem
Arsenal. Their fans moan, but owners do splash the cash. Show one thing can't keep changing. Manage
managers.
Chelsea could only manager only
But
do it. Yeah.
let me say this as well, yeah. Imagine he gets his own players. Imagine he gets the players that he wants, right? That fit his system, and he's still in the same position that we are in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Then what do you do? Do you still keep him and say, "Oh, but he wasn't backed"? That's what the fans said about Ten Hag last year. The fans said Ten Hag was not backed.
But bro, Ten Hag was here already. Ten Hag was here 2 seasons already.
Ten Hag in his first year saying that fans were saying Ten Hag was being backed in his first year. Second season
Mm-hmm.
they were saying he wasn't because he got players that finished eighth, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wanted Mason Mount at Ajax. He wanted some others as well. He got Onana, his former keeper. He got by India for $1 million, his backup keeper. He didn't even use him properly, right? I can name you so much, right? I can name you so many keepers, so many players that he has that were linked with him, same agency as him, or was linked to him, or worked with him.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I can tell you right now that United are just a graveyard for most people when they come here.
Mm.
Owners don't back managers. I can see it as well. But when you spend £200 million in the summer, you should be able to be competing for a lot. You should be able to be competing on all fronts. And let me tell you this right now: we've not done that. We've not done that. We've not competed on all fronts. We've only been competing for one trophy per year. Apart from maybe the first year we won the FA Cup. Sorry, we lost the FA Cup final. That's it. Didn't even turn up in the final. We didn't even turn up. We didn't have the ambition to stop our rivals from winning the treble.
Mm.
But this is the problem, bro. This is the exact problem. We don't have the ambition to do things. We can buy players, right? But we don't have the ambition. And the managers follow suit with the owners because it suits their agenda. The managers say we need to get Champions League. We need to get top 4. Really? Do we really have to get top 4 Champions League? Do we really have to do that? Does it really work? Does Champions League really work?
Mm.
I can tell you something, right? When we get Champions League football, do you see the owners actually spending the money when we're in the Champions League?
No.
Do you actually notice? We actually spend more money when we're not in the Champions League than we do in the Champions League. We spent money last year on decent players, but it wasn't a great window, still, because we didn't sign an attacker to score goals for us.
Mm.
But guess what? we still bought more players than the previous year. We spent more money than the previous year. So I'm not hearing this. We ain't that United United don't spend money in the Champions League. We do. Sorry, that we spend more. I can't even talk fucking hell. Sorry. We spend more money than we're not in the Champions League than we do. Sorry, we spend more money than we in the Europa League than we in the Champions League. It's true. We spend more money in the Europa League than we do in the Champions League. Go look at the year before when Ten Hag first joined. Who do we sign? Go look at the year go look at Jose's first year. Who do we sign? And look at when we qualified for the Champions League. Who did we sign in the Champions League? Who do we sign in the Champions League when we qualified with Jose and with Ten Hag? Look at the transfer windows we had under them two managers when we qualified for Champions League. And once again, when Jose qualified for Champions League back-to-back years, who do we sign the following year in Jose's third year? Because Roman was there. It's not so much backing for buying new players, allowing managers to get rid of unwanted, and we can do that. But
I agree.
But would you rather them be shit, right? Would you rather them look shit, right? And you can't sell them because no one's gonna want them. Let's be real. Who's gonna want these players? Who's gonna want these players? Who's gonna want them? No one's gonna want them, bro. No one's gonna want Luke Shaw when you sell him. No one's gonna want Lindelof when you sell him. No one's gonna want
Lindelof is even on a free.
No one's gonna want Onana. No one's gonna want fucking what you call. No one's gonna want no one's gonna want Højlund. No one's gonna want Garnacho. So why don't you get good value for them by making them play well so you can sell them? And buy players that are much better for and sorry.
May I ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
So
I ain't accepting this, by the way. 13 losses, 16 places. Unacceptable. I don't care who the fucking manager is. Unacceptable. For a club the size of United, this is unacceptable. Genuinely. We are the most successful club in the Premier League in terms of just Premier League. Forget league. Forget everything else. Just solely Premier League. We are 13 times Premier League winners. We're the most successful Premier League club, and we finished fucking 16th in the Premier League. But we have to suffer. Why? Do your fucking job or leave my club. Simple as. I don't accept 16th place. I don't.
Bro, I get the fact that you don't accept 16th place, right? I get it, but in the meantime, this new system that was introduced to the players, right? They hardly had time to train and develop this new system. Hardly at the time. And yes, I understand. We as a big club as Man United, we're not gonna have time. We're not gonna have time. But at the same time, the ownership knew who they wanted. They should have. They went as soon as we won the FA Cup in the summer. Instead of having Eric Ten Hag go to America, they should have went to Sporting Lisbon, buy Ruben Amorim, and have him here in the summer already starting. You feel me? You should have him here in the summer already, starting and implementing the style. Maybe it would have been different, but no. I thought bring a manager in the middle of the season.
Bro, I thought the aim was to get Champions League. No, why is all of a sudden the manager getting a pass when he didn't?
Yeah, bro. I get what you say, getting a pass, but at the same time, why did our owners bring him? Why did our owners bring him in the middle of the season? Why they bring him in the middle of the season and they know this is the person they wanted? They should have won and got him in the summer. Sack when Eric Ten Hag won the FA Cup. Sack him. Go get him. That's what they should have did.
Because Inos are frauds, bro. That's why they're frauds. They're frauds.
So yeah, bro. I understand how you feel about the manager, but I'm more upset about the ownership. Trust me, I get what you feel about the manager, but I'm more fuming over the ownership because this is all on the owners. Ineos failed, and that's why they're a fraud watch.
Well, okay, let me ask you a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest issue at the club? Owners, fans, players, manager. What's currently the biggest problem? Because I think the fans are on top. I think the fans are number one
Of course.
because they side because they're aligning with the standards the owners set for them. They say Champions League is the Champions League is the goal, so we can get money to attract players. We don't fucking spend that money. The fans are the one demanding Champions League football. I see on Twitter. I always read on Twitter. We need to get Champions League.
Latimus Prime. Big up
Champions
yourself,
League.
Latimus Prime.
Facts. I said this as well. I just said this. The fans are the biggest issue because the fans set the standard for the club, right? The fans are the club is reading what the fans saying online. That they are reading what the fans were saying online. They are reading what the fans are saying online, bro. The club is literally reading what the fans are saying on social media. United become a social media club now. They're seeing what the fans are saying. They see the comments. They see the what do you call?
Wait a minute. Time out for a second.
Go on.
Stephanie, when did you and Prime become husband and wife? When did y'all become husband and wife?
Guys, wake up. Amarim come in and say it'd be painful in the beginning. This instantly softened fans' demands and made losing seem like part of the plan. Amarim is very and studied the fan base. Yep.
Yeah, I hear his nickname is the Smiling Assassin. So let's see.
He knew the fan base would stoop low to align with his standards, so that the fans can start, siding with him, so that he can get backed. But instead of getting the best out of what you have,
but what we have is fucking shit. I am not gonna lie, bro. Like our number 9 is shit.
But let me tell you something. But let me tell you something, right? Mm-hmm. Look at what Klopp had at Liverpool when he came in. Look at what Jurgen Klopp had when he came in to Liverpool. The following year that he got, the following year, look at what he got. He got them into a Champions League place, even though that's not the be-all end-all for football.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the be-all end-all for football, but he got them Champions League. Then the following year, he made the Champions League final. It took him 3 years to make a Champions League final for Klopp. Bro, let me ask you a question. At the time, was Mane world class? No. Was Salah world class when he came into Liverpool? No. Was Alisson a world class keeper when he came into Liverpool? No. Was Van Dijk a world class defender when he came into Liverpool? No. Even a better example, was Andy Robertson a world class left back? This guy was playing for Hull City in 2015-16, bro. He was playing for Hull City. Right? Who else? I can go on. Fabinho, was he world class when he came in? No. Was Firmino a world class striker before he played for Klopp? No, he wasn't. Firmino was not world class, but he was a great player. Was Wijnaldum even known as a world class player? No, he wasn't. Wijnaldum stepped up his game.
Yo. May I ask you something? I see what you said. The last comment that Prime says. Bring up the last comment that Prime said. The very last one.
Yeah.
United fans enabled this bull that your club put you through. Yes, 100%. And I'm not gonna lie, it's some of the fan channels too. And I'm not gonna call no names, but some of the fan channels enable the bullshit too.
Facts.
Some of the fan channels. I'm not gonna lie. So if you see, bro, you see what we're going through right now. We fucking deserve to go through this. We deserve to go through this because you know why? If we as fans celebrate a draw, bro, celebrate a draw. I don't celebrate draws, bro. Me personally, I don't celebrate draw. I would go livid. I want to win. You feel me? That's just me personally. We don't celebrate draws, but we're settling for this. We're settling for that, feeling that. Because what?
Bro,
players
to
we
have
have
draw
are
away at
fucking
Bournemouth.
shit.
You know what? If we were going for the title, right, and we had a bad game, I wouldn't have been upset with the draw at Bournemouth, right? If it was a bad game,
Mm-hmm.
this is United's good game now. It's a good game for us now. It's no longer a bad game, because if we were going for the league and this was a bad game, a draw would have been okay. But this is a good result for United now. This is seen as a good result for United now. A draw away at Bournemouth. You know, it's embarrassing.
So,
And what
bro,
we celebrating a win at the Etihad early in December.
Mm-hmm.
What happens to those standards now?
Mm-hmm.
We live in a disposable society.
Yeah,
If
Stephanie,
you don't look at your stuff, just replace it. That you can cause problems. Long
you
term,
got that
man.
right, Stephanie.
Long
Spot
term, man.
on right there. Spot on. She's spot on right there. And her other comment after that is spot on too. She celebrates the goal because,
Bro,
bro, when was the last time we score a worldly goal? Because to me, that goal from Mason Mount the other day, I don't consider that a worldly goal.
no, it was. I think it was.
Nah, no.
It was. It reminded me. It
I give
reminded me
credit where credit is due, but I mean a screamer goal.
of Screamer. Do you count Bruno Fernandes's goal versus Arsenal Screamer, the free kick?
I mean, it was a good goal. Yeah, it was a good goal, but the last time I seen a really good screamer goal.
Oh, Casemiro's goal versus Leicester in the Carabao Cup. That long range goal when Van Nistelrooy was the manager.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, what do you mean by this comment? Like, I don't kind of understand what it means.
We live in a disabled society. If you don't look after
Disposable.
your stuff, just replace it. That can cause problems long term, run out of money, or get robbed. So basically, bro, we haven't. Basically, what she's saying, we haven't been taking care of our club, Manchester United, and it's run out of money. Now we're out of money. We're broke, and we have to do these cheap little cost cutting measures to start survive to stay afloat. You feel me? Based on what Stephanie put there, like I get it, and I understand it, bro. You feel me? But bro, it's just like we knew the Glazers was the problem, but just because we were winning titles and trophies, we ignored that.
They've been a
Now,
problem.
now the fact that we're out of money and we have to rely on a Jim Radcliffe. A lot of the truth is coming to light, bro. You feel me? But bro, listen, Rasmus Hoyland is one of the worst number nines I ever seen. Bro, Dimitar Berbatov could bury goals, bro. Dimitar Berbatov. And we got Dimitar Berbatov from Spurs. I've seen us with gunmen strikers in the front. A lot of people don't rate Dimitar Berbatov, but I rate Dimitar Berbatov because you know what? His first touch was classic. Look at his first touch, bro. Tell me one other United player that played for our colors had a better first touch than Dimitar Berbatov. Tell me one. Tell me one.
First touch.
First touch.
Cantona's first touch was very good, I guess. Back then,
I'm not talking about Cantona. That's before our generation. Dimitar Berbatov was in our generation.
Yeah, I used to love Berbatov, man. I mean, not many. We hardly first touch players. Berbatov was the best at them. First touch.
Okay. And people want to give me slack. Oh, he wasn't this. I'm like, bro. But when it came to scoring goals, he made sure he did his fucking job that he got paid to do, to deliver fucking goals. What the fuck is Rasmus Hoyland doing, bro? All the fuck he's doing is laying on the fucking floor. He's on the floor all the time. This man, you tell me. So you're just trying to get penalties. Just get penalties. Just get penalties. Just get penalties. Get penalties. That's what you're trying to tell me. Get penalties.
Shout out Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, bro. She was on my lives earlier. You feel me? Thank you, Stephanie. Stephanie, he's a passionate fan just like me, and thank you for giving me the support. You know, and thank you for giving me the support too. but back to what I was saying, bro. Bro, Rasmus Hoyland is the worst number 9. Bro. Oh my god. All I see him is on the floor. The floor. And I say I give a striker 2 seasons. 2 seasons. And he's in the second season. And he's fucking shit. Fucking
He,
shit.
he's
If it
even worse.
wasn't for Ahmad the other day, he would have scored that third goal.
Mm.
Ahmad is a better player than Rasmus Hoyland, bro. And
Ahmad's been here. Ahmad's
Ahmad
been
is
here
not a
for 5 years.
striker.
He's been here for 5 years, and he's only been given a very he's been given very little opportunity, and he's proving himself now because we just never gave him a chance, and now when he's been given the chance, he takes it. He's a top professional. Amad Diallo is one of my only favorite players at the club. Him, Casemiro, Manu are my 3 favorite players at this club right now because they give it all every single time they're on that pitch. The rest of them, just I don't rate them that much. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a massive fan of most of these players. I like Lenny Oro. I like Aiden Heaven. These guys are good. Toby Collier. These players are good. The biggest problem at Man United, the biggest problem right now at Man United is the leadership and vision both on and off the pitch, i.e. managerial stubbornness, sport backing without accountability, lack of identity, and squad mentality. Facts. The mentality in the squad is so dead. It's not what I like. It's not what I think is, for me the right. It's not the right mentality going forward because I don't think United deserve. As of right now, I'm looking at leadership, right? Tell me, who is the biggest leader on the pitch right now? I don't think Bruno Fernandes is a captain. I think he's a good player. He's not a captain. I don't think he's a leader. I think Casemiro is more a leader than Bruno Fernandes. I like Bruno Fernandes' like personality. I think he has good personality, but I don't think he's a leader. I think he's a better person than a captain. Because you know what it is. I think he's a bit too nice at times. A captain needs to just tell his players the truth, the harsh truth. I'm not saying Bruno Fernandes is an issue, right? But I'm saying that Casemiro would be a better captain because he's more experienced. He's been there in the game, won everything. A captain is a leader. A captain is someone who's been there. He has experience. You need to give it to your most experienced player. We gave the captain's armband to Harry Maguire when he was here.
Bro,
You know,
Bro, all I'm saying is the way how I'm just thinking, bro. I'm listening to you and I'm thinking because I'm like, you know what? If I do not think, think and analyze, I would probably just lose my motherfucking mind, bro. I'll probably just lose my fucking mind because I'm not accepting the fact that we're possibly going to finish 15, 16. I understand all this other bullshit issue, but the player, if the manager is telling you what the fuck to do on the motherfucking pitch, and you fucking players are not listening, then every single one of you fuckers need to get the fuck out of my club.
But
Get
that's
the
the issue.
fuck out of my club.
If the manager is also seeing these players as an issue, why does he still constantly play them? And why do these players still get a chance?
Because bro, honestly, who are we gonna rely on? The academy kids?
I mean, they wouldn't be. I mean, to be honest with you, not all of them are great, but
Yeah,
some.
yeah. So my thing is though, if this is the thing I consider about Ruben Amorim, he should have earlier and on in the season, he should have tried some of the academy players. He should have tried some of them. That's what he should have did. Honestly, that's just my opinion. But he didn't. He kept putting Dallo, and certain other players kept starting them. I'm like, nah, okay. If this not working, no, sub them out, sub in these players, and let's see. Because bro, I felt like if we were introducing the academy players in earlier, we wouldn't be where the fuck we are in the team right now. So that's why I say I give my criticism to the manager, but at the same time, my thing is he has the favoritism of of the substitutions, right? Sorry, not favoritism. He has favoritism of players, right? But my thing is,
His subs,
why
his
the
subs are terrible as well.
huh?
His subs are terrible as well at
Yeah,
times.
it's some of his subs,
Very,
some of the terrible. And I said yes. I'll criticize where the manager needs to be criticized.
and some
Yes,
players are protected as well, and some players get
yes,
way too much.
and some players are protected, but I criticize when the manager needs to be criticized 100%, 100%. But at the same time, it's on the fucking ownership and these fucking players because the fucking ownership knew these players weren't good and they brought this man in for fucking shit players. Bro, we did a tier list the other day of players that we wanted to get the fuck out.
Bro, majority
We
of them
did
need to
that
go.
tier list.
Majority of them need to go.
Why the fuck Luke Shaw is still here?
Why is Luke Shaw, bro? Luke Shaw is still be in combined 11s, or not combined 11s, in dream 11s of players. It's crazy. How is he still making dream 11s of players, bro? These fans are just doing too much, man. Bro, they hate players that don't try. Look at Rashford, man, sulking, walking every single time he's playing for us, bro. He's not even trying.
Bro, you know when we was playing against Victoria Pilsen, and I seen the manager sub him off, I'm like, yes, thank fucking God. Because why the fuck is this man jogging? Why is he jogging? Why the fuck he's not running? Why the fuck he's not tracking back?
You know what I mean? Like, bro, he's Manc born and bred. That's why he gets a pass. Anyone who's Manc born and bred will get a pass. Crazy. Look at Phil Foden at Man City. Their fans have been critical of his performances all year, right? But guess what? He's also Manc born and bred. He's from Stockport. The fans over there are criticizing, are giving him are criticizing his performance.
A la Madrid. A la Madrid. A la Madrid.
Big up Real Madrid. Much love to Real Madrid every time.
Yeah.
Always love to Real Madrid, man. Love that club, man. Respect to them as always. But anyways, yeah. It just baffles me, like how do players? Why can't you criticize players anymore? Why are players so prone from criticism now? They're so protected nowadays. It's a joke. You can no longer criticize players. You can no longer criticize managers. You can no longer be a manager. Otherwise, you're not seen as a fan, or you're seen as toxic. You're seen as, not a true fan. Let me tell you something, right? Back in the day, United fans were probably wanted Ron Atkinson out. They probably wanted what'd you call? They wanted. Remind me of a manager who was who used to manage United. Dave Sexton.
Mm-hmm.
They were probably getting them out of the club. They weren't winning at the time. Mm-hmm. But now if you don't win, it's seen as, okay, you know what? It's a good season. It's a good season. We finished in the top 4. We competed in the league. They think now qualifying for Champions League.
Kind of sounds like Arteta.
And I would never want Arteta at United, bro. If that's the standard that United have, that the manager was set for that the manager would set for his club, a process, a project, I ain't doing all that crap. I'm not trying to see no processes and projects. Either win now or leave. Simple. My club is used to winning trophies. People forget, right? No matter how shit United have been, since Fergie's left, we've won 2 FA Cups, 2 League Cups, right? A
Europa League.
Unless you count Community Shields, they don't count. Actually, they don't count. What else?
Don't forget. We did win the Europa League. We lost
the FA Cup final. We lost a Europa League final. We lost. How do you call it? We've been to 7 finals in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
In 10 years, we've made it to 7 finals. Seven finals in 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
since 2015, bro. 7 in 10. People need to remind me. I think there's another final I'm missing out on. There's another one I'm missing out on. You need to help me bring it up. I'm starting to.
Nah, bro, bro, I get it, bro. But I get what. Trust me, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to tell me that. I get it, bro. But you're frustrated. I'm frustrated because of this fucking gob shit, right? But bro, it's like, it's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like,
Sorry, we've made it to 10 finals.
it's like
We've made it to 10 finals, and we've won 5 trophies, I think, in 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. So we won the FA Cup last year. We won the League Cup the year before. We lost the Europa League final. Sorry, we won the Europa League. We won the Carabao Cup. The EFL Cup. We won the FA Cup. We've won 5 trophies in 10 years. We made it to 10 finals. 10 finals. Last year we made it to the FA Cup final. The year before we made it to the FA Cup final. The League Cup final. So we hadn't made a final in 3 years. The Europa League final in 2021. In 2017, the Europa League, the FA Cup final 2018, sorry. We lost the Super Cup final. That counts. Right? We lost the we won the League Cup. Did I say the League Cup and the Europa League? FA Cup. And a few more. I'm forgetting probably. But I don't know, man. Let's just get to these last comments and we'll close out, yeah?
Bro. Continue. YouTubers like Mark Goldbridge. Oh my god. Yeah, how would I know somebody's gonna mention Mark Goldbridge backs Amarin cause of content strategy and engagement, conversation or divisional tasks like backing and struggling manager drives engagement, views, comment, and debates. Absolutely, bro. Me personally, bro, I don't like Mark Goldbridge. I don't like that guy. I personally do not like that guy. The reason why I don't like that guy, bro, is because, bro, he does a lot of clickbait shit, and YouTube is gonna start cracking down on a lot of clickbait shit. You see, any of my titles is what I think about in my fucking head, right? He does a lot of clickbait shit, and he's supposed to be the biggest Man United fan channel ever, and you are a fucking hypocrite, bro.
He used to criticize. He used to say we can't criticize Rasmus Højlund. He never criticizes Højlund. He never, he said we can't criticize Ten Hag. We can't beat Ten Hag out. And he was trying to dismiss every single manager that we were saying. Oh, but I don't know who this manager is. I don't know who is this manager we're going for. I don't know who. Hansi Flick rejected by Bayern Munich. He was saying also that some managers were how do you say Ten Hag is the man. We need to back him. We need to but who do we go and get? But I'm done.
Bro, listen. Look at this, bro. Me and you, what the words that we say, the words that we're saying is our general emotions. Bro, I literally flipped out just a while ago. You flipped out yesterday. Yesterday you went off.
Yeah.
I went off just now. So when I be telling people that, bruv,
make sure
this is me. I'm not a Fugazi. This is a real me. What you said? I think Inos make big blunders to back Ten Hag and give him proper hand in transfer window and sack him mid-season and appoint a new manager does not give him 2 or 3 signings.
Summer, we should have given Amarim his summer window last summer. Should have given him his transfer window last summer. We should have given him we should have given him time last summer. Give him his own players. Bring in a system preseason. Last summer would have been the year.
So basically, we should have sacked Ten Hag the
now
minute
with-
he won the FA Cup. Fuck off. Goodbye.
And bro, so much damage has been done. We're now 16. He's now joining mid-season. System ain't working. If we don't win the Europa League, bro, a lot of fans will turn, and I don't blame them. I ain't gonna blame them, to be honest with you. Saying give Amarim time sparks more discussion than calling for his sacking outright. That's why some big Man United channels are backing Amarim, yet they know he's failed. Bro, it's true that, like I said, they lean onto Hopium rather than the actual reality. Amarim's system based on wing backs, and United only Dorgu was a wing back, and others are just full backs. We all know an attacking game of Dallas piss poor and pathetic. Yeah, I agree. It's mostly
Bro, and I ain't gonna lie though,
Dallas
Dalo's injured and he been making blunders all season. Blunders.
People don't realize Dallas been shit all season, but it's what it is. Big up to my guy RA every single time. But we're gonna wrap it up here, people. I know you have to go, Rasta, but big up to you for coming on, bro. And
Bro. But before you end the season, right?
Yeah.
And this is why I say, yes, the manager should get some blame too. Yes, the players should get some blame too. But the main fucking problem is the ownership. Because they fucked up. Oh, we're gonna get the best in class and this and this. The best in class don't fuck up like that. So this is why I say I will forever be calling you fucking frauds out. My club is fucking 16th. The only hope I have left is to us winning fucking Europa League. And if we lose that Europa League, I am going to flip the fuck out. Because Spurs beat us 3 times already. I refuse. Fucking refuse to lose to them a 4th time.
Liverpool are going for Jeremy Frimpong.
Jeremy fucking Frimpong from Bayern Leverkusen. I read that earlier.
We should be challenging Liverpool for Jeremy Frimpong. I think we should sign a new right wing back. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm actually be playing left 10.
Yes.
But sorry, right 10. My bad. But anyways, we're gonna close out, people. Like I said, big up the support as always. It's always great.
Well, people like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
All of that, bro. And we have one last comment here.
Yeah, I'll get through it. Why are you not going for Frimpong? I don't understand, bro. That's what I'm saying. Liverpool going for Frimpong. We're not going for Frimpong. Why? Because he's young. He's cheap. No, we should go for him. No, that's the perfect player.
Why the fuck we didn't go for Ryan Cherokee instead of fucking Delap? Why the fuck we didn't send him to?
We should send Omar
Barada to Lyon to get Ryan Cherokee.
Osimhen or Gyökeres instead of Delap.
Yeah.
But
if you can't get Osimhen or Garrett, get me Ryan fucking Cherokee. Monkey D. Loof. Sunderland,
Sheffield United final. Sunderland will win. I don't want to see Sheffield United in the Premier League again, bro. They've shit the bed for time since they've been in the Premier League, bro. Honestly, no fucking point. I'm not trying to see Sheffield United in the fucking Premier League, bro. Not again. Sunderland, Newcastle in the Prem next year is gonna be lit. So I want to see it next year. The Tyne-Wear derby. We need to see it. But anyway, people, like I said, we're gonna close out here. Subscribe to Rasta's channel before you sub to mine. Is always important. I always prioritize my guests before I prioritize myself. Subscribe to him, then subscribe to me. I'm 1 sub away from 235 subs, people. So get me there right away. And obviously, like the video as you leave. It's perfect. Will be a perfect way to end. Gyökeres wants UCL football. So if we get him, if we get UCL, then get Gyökeres. So we have to win the Europa League. Facts. But yeah, we're gonna close out here, people. Rasta, what do you got coming up, bro?
Bro, I'm doing the 45-minute football chat later, but some of you guys might be half asleep or sleeping, but just check it out. You know what I mean? And then after that, I might just do like a Vive stream later, and then I'm gonna take a siesta, and then we back here again.
Bro, much love as always. How many subs are you? Your next milestone? What's your next milestone?
My next milestone is to get to 835 subs. I'm at 818. I'm at 818.
Guys, 19 of you watching, go to his channel, sub right now. He'll be on literally 837 subs. Right away. All of you 19 people watching, go sub to his channel, man. Like I said, I always prioritize my guests before myself. Sub to Rasta's channel. He's getting ever so close to 1K. So people, you know what to do. Sub to this channel, sub to my channel. We're out. Fuck Inos. Fuck the Glazers. We're
Yes,
out.
fuck them all. Let's
Take
go.
care.
Yeah.